This video shows you how to construct and animate regular polygons using Geometry Sketchpad. So first of all, I'm going to start by drawing a circle. Now this circle is here purely for helping us animate the polygon at the end. And then I'm going to draw a line that's connected from the centre of the circle to the circumference. Please notice that I'm not connecting it to this point here though. Now, first of all, I need to decide what number of sides my polygon's going to have, and for the sake of the example, I'm going to do a pentagon. And a pentagon is very straightforward. To work out a pentagon, I take my circle, 360, and I divide it by 5, and that's because a pentagon has 5 sides. And if I do that, I'll get the number 72. So, 72. I'm now going to double click in the middle, highlight this, and I'm going to rotate it using a transformation. Rotate, and I'm going to rotate it 72 degrees. So 72 just coming in now, 72. Okay, there we go, rotate. And now I'm going to do it again. Notice it's still highlighted, that's why this works. And now I'm going to do it again. And then I'm going to do it once more. And there's no coincidence that there's 5 lines. That's because there are 5 72s in 360. So each angle here is 72 degrees. Now, you can play with that for a moment and enjoy it. It's cool, isn't it? Now I'm going to draw myself another circle. Now this circle's a bit different. I'm going to start it in the middle, and this circle is going to decide how big my polygon is. So I'm going to make my polygon about that size. And now I'm going to just connect up. Notice how both lines go red when you're in the right place. And then over to here, and then over to here, over to here, and then over to here. And now I've got my pentagon. Now you might want a coloured in, a filled pentagon, so in which case you hold your mouse down on here, and I'm just going to select one of those two there, either will do. And you can do the same thing, except this time it'll fill it in. And then you double click on the last one to finish. And there we are, we've got a pentagon. This particular point here will control its rotation, and one of them, this one here, will control its size, and you can only go as big as the circle, like that. Now, I'm now going to animate it. So that's the point that controls its position. So I click in white space, hit that, and then I'm going to animate the point, and we can speed it up a bit. Now, you might not want all these extra lines, in which case, very simple, pause it, and then just hide everything that you don't want to see. So you don't want to see any of these lines, which is completely reasonable. And then you go to Display, Hide Objects. And then when you unpause it, around it'll go, and of course I could hide this point as well if I wanted to. Okay, so I'm just going to do another one, just so you make sure you get the idea. I'm going to start by drawing myself my circle again. There it is. I'm now going to draw the line going from the centre to the circumference. Doesn't matter where you draw it to start with. Let's move this out of the way. And now I've got to decide how many sides I'm going to have. Well, I've done 5 sides. I think I'll do 6 sides. So this time I'm going to take my 360 degrees and I'm going to divide it by 6. And you shouldn't need a calculator for this because 36 divided by 6 is 6, which means that 360 divided by 6 is 60. Remember what we do? Double click in the middle, and I'm going to rotate this 60 degrees. So type in 60 there, and you should already know how many of these are going to turn up. Have a little think. 1, 2, there's going to be 6 of them, and that's because there are 6 60s in 360. Rotate. Beautiful, isn't it? Hope you think so. Okay, now I'm going to draw my circle. In fact, I might even do it on the same line as this one. And finally, I'm going to do it the quick way this time. It's straight for my filled polygon. I'm just going to connect it up. Notice they both go red when you've got it in the right place. Whoops, that was a mistake. Let's try again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then obviously back to the beginning there. Change the colour if you want, make it a black one, and then we can hide all of our lines. I'm just going to be very careful not to hide there because that's the point I need to animate that one is. So there are display hide objects. Oh, didn't get them all, so let's hide this one as well. Display hide segment. And let's hit play on that one. We'll make that one go the other way. There we are. And there you are. You've got some animated regular polygons using the same method that you used to do them on paper. Have fun. Go and make some.